When we're looking for records about our ancestors, we're usually searching by name. But what happens when that name has been misspelled? Or I should say, when that name appears differently than what we're expecting. It could be a matter that the clerk back in the day used a spelling that we're not used to, or that website like Ancestry or Family Search has misindexed it. How can we make progress in our genealogy research if we're searching for a name one way, but it's in the record or in that database another way? That's when we can use a special kind of search called a wildcard. A wildcard in a search is a lot like a wildcard when you're playing cards. It's like when you say that jokers are wild, and that joker can stand in the place of any card that you need it to be. What do you know? 5 of a kind. Now, of course, you can't just stick a joker in the middle of your search, but on many websites, you can use a wildcard, which is a special character, usually an asterisk or a question mark. And it's that special character that then stands in the place of other letters. Now, I'll show you how to use wildcards on Ancestry, but keep in mind that many websites allow the use of wildcards. Now, each website is going to handle them just a little bit differently. So whatever website you're on or whatever database you're using, it's a good idea to see if there are any help pages that explain how they use wildcards on their particular website. Here's how wildcards work on Ancestry. They actually allow the use of 2 different types of wildcards. An asterisk will stand in the place of 0 to 5 letters. A question mark will stand in the place of exactly 1 letter. So if you do a search for JOHNS asterisk N, you will get Johnson spelled with an O, Johnson spelled with an E, Johnson with 2 S's, and Johnston. If you use a question mark, you would only get Johnson with an O or Johnson with an E, because that question mark is going to stand for exactly 1 letter. Let's see this in action and look for John Diefenbacher. As you might expect, there are lots of ways to spell that name. John Diefenbacher. Scrolling through the results, we can see we're picking up a few variant spellings. The names in bold are the ones that are actually being matched. So we can see that we're matching Diefenbacher spelled B-A-C-H-E-R, as well as some that are spelled B-A-C-K-E-R. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of ways to spell this name. So let's edit this search. Scroll back up to the top. We'll hit the little pencil icon to edit. And I'm going to replace everything between the B and the R and replace it with an asterisk. That will give me between 0 and 5 letters between the B and the R. And we're still getting the B-A-C-H-E-R, but we're also picking up B-A-U-G-H-E-R. We weren't seeing that spelling before. In Ancestry, you can actually use 2 wildcards in the same search. So what if we edit this search again and put another asterisk between the D and the F? We're still seeing the Diefenbachers with the B-A-C-H-E-R, but now we're also seeing Diefenbachers with no E at the beginning. We also pick up Diefenbacher that doesn't have an I at the beginning. And we even have some entries that are spelled with a U. Wildcards are great for finding those misspellings. But misspellings aren't the only reason why we sometimes miss out on records. And in this video up here, I talk about some of the other reasons why you might be missing some records on Ancestry and what you can do about it. And in this video down here, I give even more tips and tricks for your genealogy research. Happy researching!